In my time as a prisoner of war, um, in New York, growing up, when Maria Murza moved with Michael and Alice Murza to New Hyde Park, I would spend a lot of time there, but not on a schedule I knew about. It was one of those things where I just appeared and the rest of the world was put on pause. My parents didn't know about it, and but the somebody was alerted about it. Now there was a time where I would go over to their house. It felt like almost every weekend, on a Saturday or a Sunday. Now, when Gina and George came over, she said she was the older sister. But then there was talk of she was actually Maria and Donna's real mom. And she cut ties with the entire family to go be with George. Something around that, or she was trying to buy herself back or surrender her time. I don't know, something along those lines. And I think she's the key password here is Sempra, Sempre, Gupta, Gupta. And I don't know if that's Kingdom of Bahrain, but it's somewhere in that territorial mishmash of cross districts and zones of people, and books and leadership and partnership and educational prowess of understanding of star things and the NASA scientist crew. And so apparently her and Michael had a younger prearranged situation. I don't know. It got weird. Like they disclosed it and then it was almost like it was retracted because then I wasn't allowed to know. But Gina called herself Gina, Gina, which is a saltwater croc, GI, which is a higher designation than an MIKE, which is an onlooker of the MI intelligence level, which is normally a British, MI is usually British, but I'm MIB, and at the moment I'm lowercase capitulate b, only because I'm singular. I can't seem to get my capitulate because my pair was split. Let's think about this. I've got, so I didn't make that schedule. I didn't agree to the schedule of going over there. And now Maria and Donna were not allowed to really watch much TV, or so Alice said, in these little family whatevers that I would come visit. Alice said that they always had to do their homework, whatever. I mean, the whole situation is really questionable and like really weird. And then they said that they would watch some TV show called V, which Maria loved, some TV show called A-Team with Murdoch and something. Again, and Mr. T. I wasn't allowed to watch these shows. And I didn't watch TV. And then there was some show, it was V, Mr. T, and then later on came La Femme Nikita. And then Maria, there's an image of me on a cot, COT, which is like an army bed next to her bed in the attic upstairs, the finished attic in Hyde Park. And she says, "What does your bedroom look like? Is it like this?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I have stripes on my walls. I mean, I guess they're colored stripes. I mean, in my world, they're kind of like prison bars, but I mean, it's gray and then it has colors and 3 walls go up and down and 1 wall goes side to side. I don't really like it, honestly. And then I have something called a trundle, where it's the mattress and then it has a pull out." And she's like, "Oh," I had very minimal bedroom. I mean, I don't know. There's no opulence over in New York anywhere that I've seen. Let's think about this. So I don't know how I got there because there's no car rides. There's no my parents agreeing. I mean, I was all of 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10. There's barely a phone call saying, can so-and-so come over and play this weekend? Because we were like 40 minutes away from one another. So parents would need to be involved to drive along with a phone call to set up the appointment. All these like little details, right? I know somehow they got overlooked over the last 42 years. But there's a real serious concern because I don't know, Gina and George, if they were permanent residents of New York or if they go back and forth and they oversee kingdom business in New York. I mean, again, this gets very real confusing for me because it's whatever patches of real performance that I was in at the moment that I didn't schedule. You have me as some kind of like confessional, but then I get no pay for it, and I've gotten beat up my entire fucking life by all of you shitbags after you just move me in everybody's schedule and give me a life of nothing and take Nicklaus from me, no less. So I think like the accounting department needs to really like reconcile their accounting records of indiscretions and like all of the fucking things that you have done to take from me and never give back to me ever, and then take care of business because I need to be fucking picked up by Nicklaus and fixed in very real situation, because this for a lifetime is unacceptable, especially when you just move a mouse and you move me into a situation so I can do some kind of confessional like subcommittee work for you all, and then you forget like I actually need things in the real world. And the real world is painted into a prison box in a zip code while other shit's going on around the world and nobody can figure it out. And then people get mad. And then they like move me into a schedule where they fucking rip my bottom lip off because they're annoyed that my bottom lip sticks out and it's plump. Oh, you didn't think I remembered that? There's a limo scene of me and all the bone collections that they had to go through because I have to apparently be my own witness to the crimes done to my own genetic appearance throughout time and space within this disgusting menagerie of confusion. So I wake up, I record what was done and mutilated to my own carbon copy, and then I go back down and I get placed back into my fucking cage where I can't seem to get out of. Pretty scary shit. Yeah, that's why I fucking hate humans.